Yay.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to Wumpa Cast. It has been a little bit of time since the last one, so no, we are not cancelled. We just took a short break because people weren't interested in joining the last one. But joining me today, we have our lovely host, Cola Pro.
Thanks. Hello.
We have everyone's favorite competitor, Marcus,
Hello.
and someone you've probably seen in a few races but hasn't actually competed in them, Charity Royale.
Hey guys, longtime fan, first time commentator.
So there was originally going to be a few more people here today, but they have just gone completely absent. We don't know what happened to them. Rest in peace. But epic stuff happening now. The grand final is coming soon, so we're here to talk about the semi-finals and the grand finals. So to start off with, we'll talk about everyone's favorite matchups from the semi-finals. We'll start off with Cola Pro versus Katote. Cola, what are your thoughts on how these races went?
I was expecting to win all of them, but I knew that I could lose. There's a chance because Ratchet is very tricky when it comes to speedrunning, and he will do anything to choose a goal that he thinks he will have any advantage in. So he chose to, do bingo, and in all
That's why
three,
everything was bingo.
yeah, and all different variations of bingo as well in every game. So for the first two games, I agreed on his decisions to be draft and snake, but for the last one, I wanted to be sure I win, so I chose non-lockout bingo.
I mean,
So-
that's fair.
And he agreed on it. He can really, he's not in a position to disagree if the other two were his decisions, and I accepted it without saying anything. So it was good racing him. Like I thought it's gonna be more boring, but it was very fun to do.
Yeah, no, that's
So-
fair. There were some very interesting matches. I have to say they were probably my favorite ones to watch the semi-finals, if only because the interesting bingo goals.
Oh yeah,
But
that's good.
ultimately, I think it makes the most sense for the tournament that you went through because you, other than that, you're only lost in this tournament.
Yeah, I
even
agree.
against Abdul. So I think you're probably most deserving
Yeah.
of the final of getting to the finals. So congratulations on that, Cola.
Yeah, thanks.
Charity or Marcus, do either of you have anything to add about those races?
Right, I pretty much knew who we're going through. I haven't watched any of these races, but the bingo, yeah. Ratchet seems to know what he's doing with that. Because I've raced him in Spiral Bingo. And yeah, he's pretty good at that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So we'll now move on to the second lot of the races. We'll talk about Abdul versus Averso. Once again, Abdul has proven that he is undefeated this tournament, but
Ooh.
maybe the grand finals will prove otherwise. Does anyone have anything to say about these races specifically?
Yes. Well, I said this already in the semi-final seminar that he's not out yet, but I'm guessing at the time of this going up on the channel will be. So I don't want to repeat myself. I'll just say that I still am disappointed at Averso for throwing his Crash 3 match. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no, that is fair enough. Feel like if Averso had a better strategy going in, he probably could have had a better chance, but at the same time, throwing it probably wasn't also a good idea either. But
He
yeah,
just
things
immediately
happen.
thought he's gonna lose at the beginning, and he didn't try hard.
Yeah, like if it happened towards the end, I could be more understanding towards it, but at the start is
Yeah.
it's a bit iffy.
Yeah. By the way, Abdul might be joining us soon. Just saying.
Ooh, that would be nice to hear his thoughts on it.
Nice.
But for now, let's move on to the next lot of the races: Toto Zigam versus Psychic Gamer. I believe Toto
Ooh.
is also undefeated so far this tournament. But again, that can change in the finals because I mean, between the two undefeated people, one of them has to lose.
Yeah, pretty much.
But anyone have something to say about these set of races?
Yeah. I'd say Toto is definitely very good after what happened in the GRA Crash 3 Gem race.
Oh yes,
You
definitely.
know, his first place victory by a mile. I mean, it took a while for Cola Pro to slowly get his victory after. And then now they've come third, but yeah, it was quite a keep it on topic with Wumpa Classic, not GRA. Yeah, this just proves his skill level. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
So I can understand why he's got through.
What do you think, Dan? Well, I was gonna say he had a lot of close calls though, like with Averso in I believe it was
Crash
wait,
one.
It was the winners matches, right? Crash one, yeah. He had the close call with Averso there. It could have gone either way. So there, and also with Psyche Gamer, actually, he had two close calls, like in Crash 3 and Crash 1, in my opinion. Especially Crash 1, he barely like won that race, like only because the Psychic died so much in fumbling in the dark. That's all it cost him the race. So he's been getting away with it so far with clutch wins.
Yeah, there have been a few close calls for him, but he is still proving his worth. But moving to his competitor, Psychic has had a very unlucky chance with this draw. With different circumstances, he could have, won those races. But he still gave it his best shot, from what I could tell, and we have to applaud him for that. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyone else have anything to add about this, or should we move on to the second place face-offs?
I mean, do you have anything to add about this?
I think that's pretty much. I think we've probably covered everything.
Yeah, this is where things get interesting.
Or Charity Rail.
Yeah, Charity, do you have anything to add?
I guess I'll say I am kind of disappointed that Psychic's bout in the tournament ended this way. I know he was really gunning for getting past the semifinals, as that's where people expected him to end up, and he wanted to break expectations. So
well, not really just people. Only Ratchet, made the predictions when the tournament started, and at the moment, like Kotote didn't really know much about Psyche Gamer in terms of his skill level. So even that he put him in semifinals was pretty good. But later it showed that it was a good a prediction, yeah.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see that he wanted to prove himself, but in my eyes he did very good against Toto.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all.
Yeah, he definitely proved himself. So yeah, now we'll move on to the second place face-offs. So the second place face-off, to refresh everyone's memory, this was between Marcus, Dark Lizard, and Acorn. Acorn being, I believe, he was originally a replacement into the quarterfinals because people kept dropping out.
Yeah.
But Marcus, why don't you start off with your thoughts on how that went?
Well, that was a very intense race because I know Dark Lizard is pretty good at Crash, and obviously I managed to just take a lead, but basically Dark Lizard, if you watch the footage back, you can see how fast like Dark Lizard is. I'd say it was an epic race. It was really fun. Obviously, Prime Mortis joined for his, to
that
say.
was my favorite part.
Yeah, that was probably my highlight of the run as well. It does this all the time to me. Just gonna say, he always tells stories that I tell him. So yeah, that's just him personally. But yeah, the race itself, definitely a very fun race.
Oh yes, definitely.
Crash free, yeah, it's a great game to speedrun.
Oh yes, welcome to the call, TK. You're in the Wumpa
No.
cast.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So,
What's the race you're talking about?
so we were just talking about the second place face-off. That was between Marcus, Dark Lizard, and Acorn. Do you have anything to say about that race specifically, or?
No.
That is fair enough.
Yeah, on the past races we've already covered everything in semifinals.
Oh yeah, nice.
But
Yeah.
does anyone else have any thoughts about the second place face-off?
All right. Yeah.
I gotta say, Team Lizard till I die. I'm big sad about my lizard man.
Yeah, it was a very, very close race. At any moment, Dark Lizard could have taken the victory. So I have to applaud Marcus on being the one to pull through there.
I mean, honestly, I was thinking that Averso will get it anyway.
This was second place face-off.
Second place face-off. Averso wasn't in this one. He was in the next one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the next one. Yeah.
So yeah.
Probably a good way to segue into that. The final chance foursome.
Wait, I
Oh,
want to say something about.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Um,
Connor, you had something to say about the second place face-offs. Sorry.
Yeah, as the charity said, Dark Lizard Gang, he was definitely the underdog as well as the Acorn, and the favorite was Marcus.
Oh yeah, you mean that race? Yeah, second
Yeah.
place. Yeah.
And and I was gonna. It was interesting because we before this race happened, we both knew that probably they're both Marcus and the Lizards games, their best games are both Crash 3. So it was gonna be interesting from the beginning.
Oh, yes,
And
definitely.
it could have gone either way, as you said earlier.
yeah,
But Marcus did.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd
Very
consider Crash 3 to be my best game, actually. I thought it'd be 2, but it's actually 3,
Yeah,
I feel.
Yeah, Crash 2 has definitely
and
proved itself to be one of your better games.
Yeah, definitely.
and I think Dark Lizard got a few he got a few gold relics that where Marcus got platinums and all he a bit choked on Tomb Raider, I think. So yeah, that was
I also
bad.
have to give a shout out to the very overcomplicated rules of that race.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
these things are
Yeah.
very-
I was wondering then when that was going to get brought in. I was.
We
I
spent
was
about an hour before the race figuring out exactly what the rules were and
That's
what they
right.
meant.
That's part of the charm of it, though, in my opinion.
It was an amazing goal, but what was I gonna say? But yeah, like so many people bite the dust in Tomb Raider. I haven't mentioned this, but well, I mentioned it same final seminar, but I'm gonna say it again. Psychic Gamer choked in Tomb Raider. Dark Lizard choked in Tomb Raider. Abdul choked in Tomb Raider. So many people choking in that level.
That level is
Yeah.
just out to get everyone.
Yeah.
But on that note, it's time to talk about the final chance foursome, the epic name that it is. This was
A
the
lot
race.
happens.
A lot happened, yeah. This was a race between Averso, MTB, Psychic Gamer, and Katote. I believe this race wasn't actually done live on Twitch.
Yeah, that's right. Mainly because I wasn't available at the moment.
Yeah,
Well,
nobody was
yeah.
around to restream it, so they just
Oh
recorded
yeah.
it, which is
Yeah,
fair.
it's less convenient, but I think the quality of the footage is so much better that way.
Oh yes,
It
definitely.
would barely an issue. Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time, yeah.
But this was a race in 2 games, Crash 1 and Crash 2, and I believe the goal was to beat Cortex in both of them, starting from like towards the end of the game. So
Yeah, the goal
Yeah.
for Crash 2 was starting from the 4th Warprom and get 10
Yeah.
gems. Yeah. Crash 1 was
It
same,
was
but
really a fun goal.
Oh yes, it definitely was a fun goal. Marcus, since you were a part of this race as well, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, it was definitely the most intense race I've ever done. It was quite a fun race as well, doing 2 games. But it was the race that determined, the fate of where I am in this tournament.
Indeed, you were a very close second place.
A minute, just 1 minute. If I wouldn't have messed up and spaced out, I'd have probably had this in the bag. But yeah, that was very intense, and it was a very close call.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
I was indeed eliminated.
I was rooting for you this entire time, but it is a shame that that's how you got eliminated. But on the
Yeah,
chance
it's okay. I don't mind.
on the chance of Verso can't actually make it to the grand finals, you would be the replacement. So
yeah.
Yes, that would be
if
cool.
Averso suddenly goes missing one day, you can step up to be the savior.
Lord Pikachu
For
behaves.
some reason.
I hope Lord Pikachu behaves and doesn't do anything.
Yes, that's
Oh,
only
yeah.
behaves.
But Marcus, how were you feeling before the race started?
Well, I knew I would be up against the heavyweight, as I call it, because I know Averso was pretty good at Crash 2. Crash 2 is his game. So for Crash 1, they were his 2 best games. Crash 3 obviously proven to be my best game. Crash 1 and 2 I don't consider myself too bad at, but yeah.
Yeah, were you
I
nervous?
knew that this could pretty much be the end of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was
fair
Crash 3, it could have gone another way, I think.
But it was a lot closer. I thought like Averso was going to be 5-10 minutes ahead of me, and to my surprise, it was only one. At one point, I actually thought I was going to take him, but
Yeah,
sadly not.
I wouldn't be surprised if Aversa was afraid of you beating him at some point in that run.
Yeah.
Because you held your own very well.
I probably seemed better at maybe the Crash 2, but he was definitely the best at the Crash 1. And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah,
especially because
you
he did
haven't-
mess up Cortex a few times. So.
But you only died once in Crash 1, really, and
Yeah.
that's true.
you had a decent route in Crash 1, but in Crash 2, arguably, you had a bit worse of a route. But,
Yeah, I could have picked a faster route. I wanted to avoid backtracking. Maybe it was getting the spaced out gem was going to take too long. I don't know.
mhm. You should have gotten the dig in at that route, though.
Yeah.
And you going into the night fight, that route like from up front was a bad idea as well.
Yeah.
Damn, Cola, where was this advice before the race?
I wouldn't know. Yeah.
But anyone else have anything else to add about this race? Charity, do you have any thoughts?
No.
TK.
Understandable. TK, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that Averso will be first, Rashid will be last.
Oh, so you
The
predicted it?
sentence ended there, then.
Yeah, my bets were on Averso the whole time.
Yeah, Averso is a monster.
Averso was one of the favourites to win that. So
If I'd have done the
definitely deserves the
pick'ems,
spot,
definitely
so-
Averso.
Yeah, he
I
definitely,
voted for
definitely
Marcus.
deserves the spot. So
Yeah. I voted for Marcus to win that race. I thought he's gonna win it. But
It was very close though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were very close.
I was
That's
cheering
sad,
for
yeah.
Psychic Gamer though, and yeah, Psychic. I know you said nobody cheered for you in the race, but I did.
yeah, I also would have liked to have seen Psychic make it to the finals, but he definitely gave it his best shot. So
Yeah.
And
That-
Kototi,
it was definitely one of my favourite races to watch. So
that's nice. And Kototi had as well one fan called Dark Lizard who was supporting.
exactly, someone had to cheer for him. So Dark Lizard took it upon him. Ooh, if believe that should have we'll have covered everything about the final chance foursomes. So let's talk about our grand final predictions. In the grand final, if people haven't been paying attention, we've got Abdul, Cola Pro, Toto Zigam, and Averso.
Yeah.
So
All right,
this is
time
going to
for
be a medley.
prediction.
It's going to be a medley between the 3 games, if I recall correctly. So 3 different
Yeah.
sessions, 3 different games. So really, a lot of options to turn the tables. Cola, what are your thoughts going into this?
I'm gonna lose.
I'll just laugh it off. Well, I would be
I'm gonna
fine.
win. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be fine as long as I don't know if you know the goal, but it's gonna be 2
What's the
games
goal?
90%, 1 game 100%.
Which one?
So
Which games do we
one
know
we
yet?
don't know at this point of
Oh.
time. We don't know which one.
As we
And
all know,
we'll
Cola's
probably
a master of any percent.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
we will probably find out what game is 100% 10 minutes before the race starts. Or a few minutes.
Oh, yeah. So it will be like a draw. Yeah.
It's mostly because
Randomization.
so we don't practice, so we
Yeah,
can't practice.
that's good.
Let's hope.
But you
And-
can practice though. You know it's going to be
Oh,
I'm
yes.
gonna be a
1,
bit.
2 of 3 games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But let's hope one of the any percent wins is Crash 1, because shout out to Cola Pro for getting a new PB in that.
Yes.
lane.
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks.
In a run, weren't it? Or am I thinking of
Yeah.
another run?
Well,
Speed run.
this was a few weeks ago. Yeah. And,
Awesome.
But we had to find a way to segue that in there somewhere. So
Yeah, definitely.
Also gonna say if Crash 3 is 105%, then me and the Verse are probably not gonna win. But
Yeah.
anything's
yeah,
possible.
that's
Like,
fair. Abdul and Toto are beasts, so
Yeah.
someone can play them.
yeah, just
Hey,
such bullshit levels in Crash 3, and I don't like.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So knowing what the goals are and without knowing the exact specs of it, what are people's predictions on who they think will come first place and who they think what place do they think everyone else will come in?
Well, I personally think for Crash 1 and 2, it's pretty much a death match between Cola and Abdul, whilst Toto and Averso are just going to ride in the back seat, but they're still going to do pretty well. But Crash 3, I mean, that could potentially be Toto. He could potentially be on the same level as the other two at the top, because seeing his results from the GRA race, but anything can happen, pretty much.
Oh yes, definitely. It's
going to be
interesting. It's going to be an
very interesting. Very.
Yep. And one thing is because the point system is gonna be like the same for all the games at this point of time. We're not really gonna change anything. So if you get first, you get 3 points. Second, you get 2, and third, you get 1.
What's the tiebreaker?
The tiebreaker is yet
Crash 4.
Depends on the match.
Yeah, let's play Crash 4 demo.
Well, in that case, Abdul wins.
Yeah, no.
I don't even have a PS4.
I was just saying if Abdul's done a run of that, actually.
Yeah, he was streaming.
Yeah,
the
he
other
did.
day.
He did.
Nice.
So what is the tiebreaker?
It's not been decided yet. There's some speculation that it might be something to do with bingo, but not yet been decided.
Yeah, the tiebreaker will be in a fourth video, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so TK's prediction for this shit. Alright, so I'm gonna say that Crash 1 will be any percent, and Colapro will come first, Abdul will come second, Toto third, and Averso fourth. Then it's gonna be Crash 2, 100%. Averso will come first, Cola will come second, then Toto will come third, and Abdul will come last. Then it's gonna be Crash 3, 80%, with Toto first, Abdul second, Cola third, and Averso last.
Interesting.
You just need to make a fucking calculations by yourself.
Those are very specific predictions.
Yeah. Let me actually calculate it. Yeah.
Even predicted which games would be any percent and which ones gonna be.
Yeah, I'll be back to you in 2 minutes after I finish calculating.
If that is actually what the games end up being, then we need to give TK an honorary championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts then, Tafant?
My thoughts are it is a tough one to predict. And again, it does depend on the goals, but personally I would like Cola to win. But I feel like the likely option is probably either between Abdul or Toto. But it really does depend on which game has to be 100%, I'd say.
Interesting. So what game would you think Abdul will have the edge on? Which game do you think Toto would have an edge?
Here's the thing. So I know I think Toto said that like 100% of things wasn't exactly his specialty. But I think again going back to the GRA race, Crash 3 is definitely a strong game for Toto. So I feel like he definitely has a strong point there.
Yeah.
But again, it's tough to predict in my opinion because everyone here is a good racer. So
definitely.
And literally the tables, because it's three sets of races, the tables can turn at any point. But yeah. So my prediction is between Toto or Abdul, but my personal favorite to win it will be Cola. Speedy Soda for life.
It's gonna be Cola Bro with 6 points, Toto with 5, Abdul with 4, Averso with 3. If I get that exact thing, you should send me $100.
Yeah, you can just send me by checking the most.
You hear it first, folks.
But on that note, does anyone else have anything to say about the predictions? Charity?
I think that one of the 4 competitors will win the grand finals.
Oh,
No
damn,
way.
yeah,
You
no way.
might be right.
Yeah, I thought CK is gonna win this.
Yeah.
God damn it, no.
I thought
My
Dark Crystal was
my
gonna win.
personal favorite is Cola as well, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, thanks.
But, with that is all of our talk about the whole the recent matches and the upcoming matches done. So overall, how did everyone think this tournament went? Cola, as the host, what are your thoughts on how the tournament went? Do you think anything's going to be done better? Were you excited about any part specifically? Share your
Yes,
thoughts.
it was crap. I don't like this tournament because there is Ratchet and I don't like Ratchet.
Oh, you heard it here first.
Damn it! Don't mute me again. I'll
Okay,
mute
he's
you.
just
I'll mute you in Disney Dash.
okay.
Yeah.
There you go. He's muted.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
Danton. But what I think is, well, round one went pretty smoothly. Beside Morgan, just leaving the tournament, as well as crash numbers disappearing for a while. But after round one, I liked how it went. Round two, and quarterfinals, I thought it could have been better because the people in the round weren't doing really their matches until like the last few days, so which made it hard for us to continue on the next round, which delayed stuff and stuff. So, and semifinals, I think we caught up and everything went back to how it's supposed to be. And everything was finished before the deadline, and I'm pleased with that. And I'm pleased that there have been only a few dropouts, and if we count Crash Bash Legend, I believe that's 3 dropouts.
That would have been 3 dropouts. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't care about the dropouts. Fuck those guys. Let's talk
Guys,
about
if you want people to talk about you, actually play the game.
the
And unlike the last tournament, there was more reason behind them leaving. I think, at least.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. I really
I'm
enjoyed
also
this tournament.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
But also, I'm glad that there hasn't been any drama relating to the tournament, unlike the last one,
Oh,
and
that's fair.
Yeah, that's great.
mainly with Lopsa and everything. And I don't think he's watching this, but I think everyone here is sorry, that you're gone and how everything ended up being. And well, you know it already, but
WCC3.
we're missing you. At least I am.
Yeah. Can't wait for that.
With a WCC3 win, Cola.
Soon.
Whenever
Soon, Nash, soon.
we'll see.
But does anyone else have anything they wanted to say about the tournament as a
Oh
whole?
yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Marcus, you said something first, so why don't you start?
Yes.
Yeah, first in, first serve. Anyway, yeah. Round one, I did find that I got quite an easy group, which I don't mind at all. Apart from Vinny Huber, he was pretty good at CTR. Round two, that one was quite intense because it was like single elimination, and obviously there's a change of plan at the last minute before the round because it had to be longer.
Oh,
And obviously the quarterfinals, semi-finals, both fun matches. Well, I didn't do the semi-finals, but the second place face-off and the Channel Finals foursome, intense but fun matches. Definitely, shame I got eliminated towards the end, but I felt like I did quite well. But one thing I will say is, sorry, Congos, but I feel like this tournament was more for me than ISGP was. Definitely.
I mean, that's fair.
Because Crash is like my number one marsupial, whereas it's not whereas Sparrow's just another one I'm a fan of. But yeah, definitely love this tournament, every minute of it.
So what you're saying is, when it comes to Wumpa Classic 3, we need
Definitely
to
in. We
need to
do.
be careful with you because you're going to win.
I'm really disappointed
And to
that
be
Spyro
honest,
is not your favorite marsupial.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like him. He's my second favourite. But yeah, basically, as I say, I didn't really practice Crash much, and I haven't really speedrun Crash much. I've just like done casual 100% playthroughs, let's plays, and so obviously anything I've practiced for speedrunning has just been for the start of this tournament. So since the
And you've
seeding
done
race,
incredibly well.
and I've actually picked up a skill so fast, whereas I knew lots of the skills in Spyro for years, but this was totally different. I was actually quite surprised.
That you made
Yeah,
it
this
that
is
far.
Yeah,
yes,
this is a really
it's
good job.
been an epic tournament. Yeah, definitely.
That's great to hear, man. And I'm glad that you will join the
And it's
next
sad
one.
it's ending, but I'm glad that I'm going to
Yeah.
be in another race. You know, of the eliminations.
Yeah. Also,
That's going to be fun.
yeah, that's gonna be cool. And one thing I'm gonna say, we have Crash Bingo going on. So if anyone wants to just join the server and play bingo for fun in Crash, any Crash trilogy game, even CTR, they can join the server and play with us.
I might consider that in the future.
And if you like
Awesome.
Spyro Bingo, fear charity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the
If you
bingo
like Sparrow
meister.
If you like Sparrow Bingo, you can join as well, but fear charity.
TK, you said you had some thoughts about the tournament.
Oh yeah. First of all, I want to thank you guys for this. Yeah, it was a really incredible tournament. I got eliminated too fast because I really didn't care about this. I feel like, yeah, I had some crazy races like with Kotote, that Crash One Bingo. It was one of my best races ever. I had a Cortex Forgot's Back race with Yoga. It was crazy, but annoying at the same time. Yeah. I feel like WCC3, I'll be there for sure, and I'll try to do my best this time.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Charity, as a spectator and someone who's been in calls, what are your thoughts on the tournament, and would you be up for joining one in the future?
I gotta say, my only thoughts about the tournament was I feel bad for Dr. Monkey Man for
Yep.
for being such a hard Group 1. And I don't know. I've only played Crash 3, but I'm not sure if it's my jam. Maybe if you guys are looking for competitors, I'd throw my hat in the ring, but I probably wouldn't fuss too much over it.
That's fair
Especially
enough.
if Luca's in, then you have that rival. Yeah.
Yeah, if I can just play
Yes.
against Luca, who's equally as bad as me, well, actually he's better than I am. I'm significantly worse than him. So, yes.
That is fair enough. That's for me personally. I think this tournament went really great. I very much enjoyed taking part in it, even if Crash isn't my favorite game series. I still enjoy racing it. I would like to apologize to Dr. Monkey Man for just barely beating him in our race. He should have gone through to the later rounds. Sorry again for that.
Are you saying you shouldn't have gone to the right round?
I mean, considering I only beat him because of luck.
Yeah, this is honest. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest about that. I wasn't expecting to make it to round 2. But all the races have been really fun to watch. And hosting this Wumpa has been a great time. It's great having people share their thoughts about it. So thank you to
Absolutely.
Thank you to everyone who's joined me for all of these Wumpa.
Yep, and we'll hear
Thank you
from
very
you in the next one podcast, probably the last one.
Yeah, so we'll probably do one more Wumpa after the tournament ends to probably talk a bit about the grand final and maybe do some
Yeah.
awards.
We even might do
Oh,
a quiz,
nice.
Wumpa quiz or something like that.
Maybe a
Oh, yeah,
Wumpa.
that's good. That's a good thing.
But on that note, that is pretty much everything we needed to cover in this episode of Wumpa. The grand finals will either be happening soon or maybe by the time this video comes out, they'll have already started. But we do
Yes,
hope
and
you're still
Cola
enjoying it.
already won it. That's a spoiler.
They've already had it. Cola won the whole thing. We were just playing dumb.
Yeah,
Love it.
He actually PB'd during all of the runs.
just imagine that will happen.
I wish that, I guess at the last note, that 100% is Crash too, because I wanted to do a Crash to an 100% race anyway, like for.
Oh
streaming.
yeah,
That's
I mean
fair, yeah.
that's the most, the best thing that can happen.
I have a quick question.
Oh, yes, go
Should
for it.
we talk
Yeah.
about the Gone Too Early match that's potentially happening?
No,
No,
Okay.
let's talk about that next time.
yeah,
So, what is this mysterious gone too early match? You'll find out next time in Wumpa.
you'll never know it. You'll never know
You
it.
will never know. Maybe it already happened. Maybe it will be it to happen.
You
Go
never know.
figure.
That possibly coming after the grand final. But thank you all for watching this episode of Wumpacast, and we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
See you.
Bye.
Goodbye.